Hello students, today we'll be looking at some critical reasoning questions. We'll be discussing some para-based questions from the domain of critical reasoning. Alright, so let's begin. Let's have a look. Alright, paragraph number 1. Being a consultant, your work consists of a deep examination of the company's environment and its internal system to notice inefficiencies and potential improvements. Okay, so basically what is your job as a consultant is to have a deep examination of the company's environment and its internal systems to do what? To notice inefficiencies and what can be improved. Okay. The interaction with the company's management and different sections to decipher their objectives, opportunities, and processes. This is also still continuing. What else? You need to interact with the company's management and different parts of the company to decipher, to understand what are their objectives, where are the opportunities, and what are their processes. This means that through the use of data analysis, industry best practices, and the formulation of creative ways of solving all problems to come up with unique solution to all problems to increase efficiency and productivity and hence increase profitability for employers. Okay, what does doing all of this mean, right? So through data analysis, industry best practices, and identifying creative ways of solving problems, you come up with some solutions, right? To increase what? To increase the efficiency of the company and productivity, more production, and therefore increasing the profitability for the employers. Okay. This might require operations such as logistics redesign. You change the logistics, business process re-engineering, changing some of the processes that are going on, adopting new applications, identifying new elements that can be incorporated into the company's application suite, or even community relation programs. All of these things basically can be done to achieve these goals of this goal of increasing the profitability. People management is a critical component of change management to make sure that all the relevant parties interpret the potential alterations positively. So when new changes are suggested, you also need to do a lot of people management so that everybody is on the same page, understands what is going on and take it positively. Also to offer orientation and create resources to explain the changes to the group and make it comfortable with the shift. All the shift is happening, you need to make sure that everybody is comfortable with it. The general goal is the organization's ability to continue to grow and remain relevant with the shareholders and stakeholders in the industries it operates. So all of this basically to sum up that all of this change has to happen very smoothly and everything is part of the consultant's job. This is basically like a job description of what a consultant does. All right. So let's take a look at the questions. Okay, 85. What is the primary responsibility of you being a company's efficient consultant? So for you to be a good efficient consultant, what is the primary main responsibility? A. Analyzing the organization structure, processes, and market position. Right? Or understanding the structure of what the organization is like, all of the processes within the organization and within the market, how it is doing, right? Performance also. This looks good, right? From what we saw earlier, right? This basically summing it up, right? Like you have to have industry best practices, you have to come up with solutions, you have to understand the processes of the company, you also have to have good innovative solutions and all of that, right? And understand to also understand the position of the company in the market as well, right? All of this is being covered by A. Let's look at the other options as well. Managing daily operations, that is not the consultant's job. It was not mentioned that you have to take care of the daily operations. Hiring new employees also not mentioned. Conducting maintenance again not mentioned. A is the right answer. Okay, fairly straightforward, right? Okay. Question number 286. With whom does a consultant work closely to understand a company's goals and challenges? Who are the people the consultant is working with very closely? Let's take a look here. Where are the interactions happening? The interaction with the company's management and different sections. Management and different sections of the company. That's where we are engaged. All right. Customers. No, there was no mention of customers, right? Higher management and various departments, right? Companies, management, higher management, and various departments. Great. Both of these are present. So this looks like a good pick now. External vendors, again, anything, and it has to be very internal. Competitors is again external. So no. So all things internal basically is what we need to be looking for. B is the right answer. Let's look at the next question. Imagine yourself as a consultant and find what methods you will use to develop customized solutions. What are the methods that are applied to develop these solutions, to come up with these solutions? Use of data analysis, industry best practices, and creativity. These were the three things mentioned to come up with the solutions, right? Intuition and guesswork, no, right? Not guesswork. Analysis has to happen. Social media trends, also not mentioned. Random selection, again not mentioned. Data analysis, yes. Industry best practices and innovative strategies, all mentioned. D is the answer. Which of the following might a consultant optimize to improve company efficiency? What can you optimize, improve the efficiency to increase the company's overall efficiency? What can you do better? Office decoration, not mentioned. Supply chain management. Okay, let's see. Employee dress code, no. Lunch menus, no. So if you look at, even say if you have trouble understanding what supply chain management is, you can clearly eliminate A, C and D, right? Because of how frivolous they are, right? Office decoration, employee dress code, lunch menus, they will not really improve the efficiency of the company. Supply chain management, basically managing the supply chain, basically how the products are coming in, what goods are coming in, and how the company is making their products based on the raw material and all of that is coming in. Managing this, that's called managing the supply chain, right? And then also how they are sending it out, right? So 88B is the answer. Why is communication the most relevant thing for a consultant? Communication part happened in this last paragraph, right? We said that it is very important that people understand that change and shift smoothly. That shift has to happen very smoothly, and for that communication is very important, we said. To ensure all stakeholders understand the proposed changes, right? This is good. Let's see. To organize consumer meets, not external, right? So B is out. We are not engaging with the consumers, right? So B is out. To update the company website, no, that is very, very specific, not really the job. To manage the human resources, no, they're not managing the human resources. That is the job of the human resource department. They are making sure that everybody understands all of these proposed changes. That's option A. What additional support might a consultant provide to help the team adapt to new processes? What else can they do? Planning a retreat for the team members? Not really. Training and support? Yeah. They can provide training. They can help train them on the new proposed changes, and they can provide support as well. Personal counseling? Not really, right? Mental health programs? These are all more like human resource department jobs. B is the right option. Training and support is what something a consultant can provide. So B is the right answer.